Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all well. So I hope you're having with you today a bolster or a blanket or some kind of cushion, anything that could be this kind of shape, and maybe 2 blocks or 2 books, if you're having anything like this. So let's start in a seated position. For some grounding, just a quick check-in with ourselves, closing your eyes, hands on your knees, lengthen your spine, take a deep breath in through your nose and out. And once you found some comfort in your seat, then try to remain still. Try to see if you can relax your body and just not move. Even relaxing your face, softening your face muscles, the jaw, the cheekbones, the forehead, your eyes. Just observing the rise and fall of your chest as you're breathing, coming and leaving just like a wave in the ocean, an unstoppable wave. And then bring your hands together to touch in front of the heart. Bow your head to your hands. Setting your intention. Maybe you want to set an intention. Any intention is welcome. Maybe your intention could be to let go and accept whatever you're going through with your body, whatever challenge you're facing, or with your mind, while you stay in the pose for a long time. Just surrendering, allowing you to feel everything. Or maybe you just feel grateful to be able to join the class and stepping on your mat. Let's seal this intention with a full breath in and a deep exhale. And slowly open your eyes, release your hands. We're going to start today as a Sfinx pose. So Sfinx or crocodile. So you're going to lie your belly all the way down onto your belly. So you're either taking crocodile pose, you can bring your hands on top of one another and then bring your forehead on top of your hands, and then just staying here. If you want a little bit more for your back, you can raise yourself up onto your elbows, onto your forearms. You can relax your head here, you can drop your head down or maybe lifting your head, depending on how you feel on your shoulders and your neck. Maybe you just want to relax here and just chill, connecting to your breath, observing the sensation of breathing. You don't have to do anything here. You don't have to press on the ground. You don't have to push the floor under your forearms. You can just relax here and even have the shoulder blades to touch. You don't have to do anything here. Just surrender. Even allowing your head to drop and relax, your neck to relax. You can close your eyes. All you have to do is finding the right depth. So where to go, where to stop, how deep should I bow my head, how far should I lift my head. Trying to feel it. You shouldn't give 100% during a yin class. But you need to feel something, so probably on your lower back right now, this kind of warm sensation. And if you're feeling some kind of discomfort in your back right now, well, unless it's sharp pain, and in this case you need to just lower down, stay in crocodile, or get out of the pose and come to a child's pose. But if it's not, if it's just some stretches, some challenges of this kind, then just try to breathe through it. Don't try to change anything. Just accept and surrender to the feeling that the pose brings you. Try not to move, remain still and relax in the pose. Now you have the sensations of your body, and you also have your mind there. So usually when your body faces challenges and you're trying to breathe through it, and sometimes you feel like it's still quite hard, then your mind gets kind of upset or irritated. So just don't try to change anything again. Don't change anything. Just notice. Notice what's happening. Just watch. Observe what your mind is thinking. Observe it like you were outside of your mind and you were thinking it was interesting of what your mind is thinking about, of what your body is feeling. And breathing here. So accepting what the mind thinks and what the body feels. Just observing it without any judgment or attachment. Simply because we are not our mind. We are not our body. We are more than that. We are more than our thoughts and our physical feelings. And now for the last few breaths, either you stay here in Sfinx. If it's becoming way too much, you can come back to crocodile pose, or you can lean all the way down to onto your chest, bring your hands under the shoulders, even close to the chest actually, and then coming up to seal pose. So make sure your feet are open, a little wider than hip width distance, pressing against the ground under your hands, lifting your torso up, and then bring your fingertips slightly to the outside for seal pose. Readjusting, so you're having the shoulders over the wrist, and then really relax the legs, drop the belly down. You can sack the shoulders. It's okay to just sack the shoulders. You don't have to push the floor. This is not some kind of cobra pose. This is seal pose. So here we're working on the kidney meridian and the adrenal glands. So why we feel everything in our deep connective tissues, the joints, the tendons, and even the bones. And we're also working on the meridian lines, according to the Chinese medicine, linked to organs. Take a deep breath in and out through your nose. And slowly bend your elbows, come back on your belly. Cactus your arms here, bring your arms on the side, cactus your arms, and then turn your head to the right side. So turn your head and look at your right hand, and then bend the right knee and slide your right knee towards your right elbow to release the lower back. And then slowly bring the right leg back again, stretch it out. And look into the left side, so look at your left hand and then bend the left knee, sliding the knee towards your left elbow. And slowly release. Now bring your hands under the shoulders and push yourself up to all fours. Coming here into all fours, you're going to use the bolster, or if you're having a blanket, a roll blanket or a big pillow, anything, you can put it in the middle line, just in front of you, middle line of the mat. We're going to go into sleeping swan here. So you're going to bring your right knee behind your right wrist and bring the foot over to the left side. Now, lower your hips down, stretching the left leg, the left foot to the back of the mat, and make sure your bolster is close to your right ankle, your right shin. Now bring your hands slowly on each side of the bolster and folding here. So you can look to the right, to the left, closing your eyes. So in yin swan, it's not that important to absolutely square your hips, or of course if it comes naturally, but the main thing is to be stabilized. So if you don't feel like you're falling on the side, then and you can feel your right hip stretching and working all those tissues, stretching inside, then you're good. You don't need to adjust the pose or have a perfect alignment in yin. There's a lot, everybody's different, everybody's body is different, so the alignment and the pose will look different from person to person. And connecting to your breath here, so maybe you can feel the air coming in and out through your nose. Maybe you can feel the expansion of your back ribs, like stretching when you inhale and closing back when you exhale. So here we're working on the hips and the lower back, softening, stretching the deep connective tissues, the fascia, the joints, the tendons, and everything deep under the muscle, around it. Breathing here. Just letting go, and don't hold anything back. Just allow your upper body to relax on the bolster. And of course, if you don't have any bolster or anything, you can also just come on the ground and just relaxing on the ground. Almost there. Take a deep, full breath. Slowly bring your hands down, taking your time to come back up. And here, instead of going into a rebound pose, we're going to go directly into the next pose because both poses are connected. So you're going to sit on your right hip and coming to shoelace. So bringing the left foot forward and then stack the left knee over the right. If that's not accessible for you, you can take maybe broken shoelace, so bring the left shin forward, or you can stretch the bottom leg, the right leg, and stack the left knee over the right knee. So you don't have to do anything with the foot, just relaxing your bottom foot here. If it's too hard for your hamstring here, then bring something, some piece of cloth or anything under your right knee to prevent from overstretching your hamstring. Now trying to bring both hips on the ground here. So you're going to bring the left hand behind you, right hand on your left knee for a mild twist here. So try to lengthen your spine, but not like crazy. I mean, just relax here. Don't round the back. Just hold yourself straight and relax the shoulders. So once again, we're not going to 100, we're not giving 100% during those twists during yin because we're staying a long time. So we just want to allow time for the body to open and really get into those deep connective tissues. So just staying here, you can even close your eyes. So in this pose, we're working on the liver and the kidney and the bladder meridian. Really try to relax the shoulders. Soften your face muscles. And just feeling everything that this pose brings you. And never worry about achieving the perfect pose. Just remember, in yin, there is no such thing as a perfect pose. It's just you and your body. It should feel accessible, comfortable, but you should feel some kind of stretch. That something is happening, and then breathing through it. But not trying to achieve a perfect pose. Almost there. Take a deep, full breath. Slowly come back to the center. Now we're going to take a side stretch here. So you're going to bring your right arm down, right hand down. Then maybe you can lean all the way onto your elbow. You can also bring a block or the bolster and bring your elbow on the bolster here. As long as you feel the side stretch, bring your left hand on your left knee. Closing your eyes or find a soft gaze. Breathing here. You can drop your head down. If you want to drop your head down, gaze down. Letting your breath flow naturally. Almost there. Take a deep, full breath. And slowly come back up to seated. Move the bolster away. We're just going to take a rebound pose. Bring your hands behind you, lean back under your legs, and very slowly, take your time, no rush here. Just lie on your back, taking a mini Shavasana. Feeling everything, maybe in your hips, especially the left hip. And then just close your eyes and feel the difference between right and left. And just knowing that we will just even it out in a minute, just balancing both sides of the body by doing the other side. Take a deep, full breath. Slowly bend your knees, bring your feet on the ground, rolling over to your side. And coming back, facing front of the mat to all fours for sleeping swan, left side. So bring the bolster in the middle line of the mat again. And bring your left knee behind the left wrist, foot over to the right side. Remember, you're not sitting on your heel here. You're bringing your foot on the right side to stretch the hip. And then bring the bolster closer to your shin and slowly relaxing here. So I remind you that if you don't have a bolster, you can also bring your hands on the ground. Breathing here. Just surrendering to the law of gravity. Feeling supported by the ground. And noticing what this pose make you feel, like how are you feeling right now while staying in this sleeping swan pose? Or what thoughts arise? Maybe it feels good, maybe it's a little irritating. It can often get uncomfortable when we're working with the hips because we tend to hold all the old emotions on the hips. Everything, all the emotions tend to go on the hips. So when we work on the hips, it releases the emotions. So it can feel a little uncomfortable sometimes. So just notice what happens without attachment, without judgment. There's nothing bad, nothing wrong, nothing is wrong here. It's just you feeling your body. Almost there. Take a deep, full breath. And then gently coming back up. Move the bolster away for a moment. And coming into shoelace, so lean on the left side. Bring your right leg forward. Either you want to stack your right knee over the left, so both feet are beside your hips. If that's a little too intense, then you can stretch the bottom leg, the left leg, but relaxing the foot here. Maybe bring something under your knee. Or maybe you want to take broken shoelace, so bring your right shin forward. Bring your right hand behind you. And slowly left hand on your right knee and twisting here, shoulders down. trying to have both hips on the ground. And if your mind wanders away, that will actually happen. So come back to your breath, come back to your breathing sensations. Observing each inhalation, each exhalation, like it was the first time you noticed that you're breathing. Like you've never seen it before. A strange wave of air running through your body. Almost there. Don't try to go deeper in the pose, just staying in this simple twist. Take a deep, full breath. And slowly come back to the center. Now for our side stretch, so maybe bring the bolster or blanket something, or just bring your left hand on the ground. Maybe you want to come onto your elbow, lean on the side, right on your right knee, and staying here, enjoying the nice side stretch, trying to bring your right hip on the ground. Maybe gaze up. If it's becoming too much for your neck, then you can gaze down. Maybe you want to stretch the right side of the neck by looking down, pressing your right hip on the mat. Almost there. Take a deep, full breath. Gently coming back up. Remove the bolster and slowly lean back. Bring your hands behind you, onto your legs, and lie all the way onto your back. Rebound pose. Take a deep, full breath. And slowly bend your knees, bring your feet on the ground, roll over to your right side and come up to seated, staying on your right side. Now take the bolster and bring it to the back of the mat, in the long line of the mat, and then come a little closer, but keep the little short distance between the bolster and your legs. Now you're going to bring your left knee down under your right foot for deer shape legs. Bring your hands on each side of the bolster and slowly twisting your belly to the bolster and leaning all the way onto it. Maybe look into your right side, turn your head to the right for a deeper twist. If you want something a little more gentle, then look to the left side. And still connecting to your breath here. Trying to stay present. Keeping your mind on your mat, in your body. Not trying to hold anything back, just letting go here, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing your arms. Just allowing yourself to be all soft and relaxed. Almost there. Take a deep, full breath. And slowly start to push yourself back up to seated. Just roll the bolster on the side. And slowly come on your back. So you can take as a rebound Shavasana. If you want some movement, you can bring your feet mat distance, knees together, and sway your knees right to left for windshield wipers. And moving very slowly. That's if you need movement. Maybe you just want to stretch your legs and rest. And then next time you swing your knees to the left side, roll over to your left side. And coming back up to seated. And then staying on the left side, so left hip down. Bring the bolster again in the middle line of the mat in front of you. Right knee under your left foot. And then bring your hands down and slowly turning your belly to the bolster. And folding here, looking to the left side. If you want something more gentle, then look into the right side. Letting go of your upper body, allowing your upper body to feel soft and heavy at the same time. Surrendering to the law of gravity, just leaning on the bolster or on the floor, if you're on the floor. And observing your breath, maybe observing the air coming in and out through your nose, or feeling the rise and fall of your back. Maybe the expansion of your side ribs. Almost there. Take a deep, full breath. Bring your hands down and slowly push yourself up. Put the bolster on the side and lie on your back. Either stretch your legs or taking windshield wipers. Knees together, feet apart, and swaying from side to side. And then slowly rolling over to your side, coming up to seated for reclined butterfly. So you're going to bring the bolster behind you. Take your time in the middle line. And then you're going to be seated to just in front of the bolster. Bring your feet together. Bring your feet as close as you can to your body. And then slowly leaning back on the bolster. So you can use the bolster, you can also use books or blocks, anything. Putting something between the shoulder blades and another book behind your head, for example. 2 books. Bring your arms down and close your eyes. Breathing deeply. So if you're having sensitive knees, you can also use books or blocks under your knees, because if they're hanging and it's sensitive, then it will overstretch. So maybe bring something under your knees. Letting go of your knees, your legs, your arms, allowing the shoulders to just fall on the sides of the bolster, of the blocks. Feeling your heart and your chest expanding and opening. Feeling your arms relaxed and soft and heavy. Your head just melting onto the ground or the block, the bolster, just relaxing here. Observing the rise and fall of your chest. Almost there. Take a deep, full breath. And slowly bring your knees together. Rolling over on one side and coming back to seated. Removing the bolster. And just lie on your back again. Into this mini Shavasana. Feeling all this new space you've created inside. All this new, brand new energy flowing throughout your body. For your day. And slowly bring the knees to your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. You can rock from side to side. Now stretching the left leg, so left leg on the ground. So you can stretch the left leg totally, or you can bend the knee and bring the foot flat on the mat. And taking a half happy baby's pose, so grabbing your right foot, maybe you can grab with both hands or just one hand, and pressing down. Breathing here. And slowly release, stretching the right leg down, or maybe bend the knee, foot down, lifting the left leg up, grabbing the other edge of the foot. And bring the sole of the foot facing up and pressing down, slow the knee down. Taking this half stirrup. Relaxing your shoulders. Slowly release into Pentacle, so find a comfortable Pentacle, relaxation. You can maybe use the bolster if you want to use the bolster under your knees or even under your thighs. You should try under your thighs, a little bit different. Bring your legs wide as your mat, arms down. Closing your eyes, take a deep inhale. And a full exhale. And feeling your whole body melting onto the ground as you exhale. Remaining still. Totally relaxing here. And you can stay here for as long as you like. I would recommend at least 7 minutes. But you can also start to deepen your breath and wiggle your toes, your fingers. Drawing circles with your wrists and your ankles. And gently bending your knees. Maybe stretch your arms over your head. And slowly rolling over to your side. Coming back slowly to seated when you're ready. Bring your hands in the heart center. Bowing your head to your hands, and in your own way, thank yourself for practicing Yin Yoga today. Take a full breath in and sigh out. Thank you so much for joining this Yin class today. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I hope you liked it, and I see you soon. And don't forget, do not hesitate to write any comment under to say what you thought about the class today. Thank you so much, and have a lovely day. See you soon.